Hello students. In the last video we have explained positive externality in consumption and production. In that video we have also explained the effect of positive externality or how positive externality of in production and consumption leads to market failure and how it can be corrected. This video is a continuation of the previous video. In this video we are going to analyze negative externality in consumption and production. We will be analyzing the effect of negative externality and how if negative externality leads to market failure. Negative externality in consumption means the spillover costs to the society resulting from the consumption of a product. The cost or burden suffered by the society due to the consumption of a particular product by a particular individual or group of individuals. In case of negative externality in consumption, the private benefit from consumption is greater than the social benefit from consumption. That means there is negative effect on the society. Here private benefit is greater than social benefit, or we can say that marginal private benefit is greater than marginal social benefit. One of the best example of negative externality in consumption is smoking. Smoking by an individual create disturbance to others. It creates social cost. It is harmful to the society. Another example is alcohol consumption in tourist destinations. Suppose if alcohol is permitted in tourist destinations, there will be extensive use of these alcoholic products, and the satisfaction that a consumer can derive from tourist destination will decrease. There will be social issues, disciplinary issues, drunken driving. All these are the burdens to the society which leads to decrease in social welfare. If there is negative externality in consumption, more quantity is produced than the socially optimum quantity. More quantity is produced than the socially optimum quantity. There is overproduction. The resources are over allocated in case of negative externality in consumption. This market failure also can be corrected through government intervention. Additional tax can be imposed for these activities. Now let us explain the negative externality in consumption with the help of a diagram. As done in the previous examples, here also we have x-axis and y-axis. On x-axis we are showing quantity of the commodity, and on y-axis we are representing benefit or cost. Here we have a normal demand curve D, which shows the marginal private benefit of the individual. It shows the private benefit or utility of the individual from consuming a particular quantity of a commodity. This on here, in order to draw this demand curve, we have considered only the private benefit, that is benefit to an individual. As the next we are drawing a supply curve which is equal to the marginal social cost. The equality between marginal private benefit and marginal social cost can be identified at point E, where the economy is having OQ1 quantity of the commodity at OP1 price. We are having OQ1 quantity at OP1 price. Here at point E, the marginal private benefit is equal to marginal private cost. In the figure, we have shown marginal social cost because we are considering that there is no externality in production. We have assumed that the externality in production is zero. Here, if there is negative externality in consumption, automatically we will be having marginal social benefit which is less than marginal private benefit. Here, marginal private benefit is Q1E. The marginal social benefit will be less than that of the marginal private benefit. We have not yet considered the marginal social benefit. Now we are going to draw a line or demand curve which consider the marginal social benefit. Here the new demand curve drawn, D, is the marginal social benefit, that is benefit of the society. Here it is clear that marginal private benefit is greater than marginal social benefit, or marginal social benefit is less than marginal private benefit. Therefore, the cost to the society or external cost is this area. This is the external cost from the production of Q1 quantity. If we consider social cost or external cost, marginal social benefit, the new equilibrium point or socially beneficial point, socially optimum point is the point where the economy is producing QS0 quantity of output at PS0 price. Here, if the economy is producing OQS0 quantity, there will be a reduction in dead weight loss like this shaded area. Therefore, in case of negative externality in consumption, the economy is producing more quantity than social optimum, or resources are over allocated. The actual required resources is only OQS0. QS0 Q1 is the excess amount of commodity that the economy produces more than the social optimum. Therefore, a reduction in quantity is necessary to reach to the social optimum point. Now we are considering how this market failure can be corrected. Here we know that this supply curve S is equal to MSE, marginal social cost, is equal to marginal private cost, because we are assuming that there is no production externalities. In order to reduce the quantity, in order to reduce the currently producing output, we need to shift this S is equal to MSC or MPC curve to the left side. This is possible through the imposition of a tax. After the imposition of tax, the MPC curve is shifted to the left side. This is the new supply curve. S is equal to MPC plus tax. After imposition of tax, this marginal private cost curve shifted to the left side. Now the quantity of the commodity has been reduced from Q1 to QS0. That is, through the imposition of tax, it is possible for us to reduce the quantity and we can reach to socially optimum point of consumption. In the real world, an additional tax for smoking or additional tax for alcohol consumption in tourist area may reduce the usage of alcoholic products as well as the intensity of smoking. This may lead to increase in economic welfare. This is the case of negative externality in consumption. In case of negative externality in consumption, the current production, the economically efficient production, is more than that of the socially optimum quantity of output. Now we are moving to the negative externality in production. Negative externality in production exists when the production of a product or a commodity creates spillover cost to the third party. Spillover cost to a third party or society may be considered as a negative externality in production. This external cost may be in the form of environmental cost, health cost to individuals. Suppose, for example, if the economy is producing natural gas, it may create health issues to the persons who are living near to the production unit. Another example is fishing. In case of fishing, extensive fishing will lead to decrease in the fish resources. It will lead to additional cost for fishing in future. If we are extensively fishing at present, the future catching will be very less. In case of negative externality in production, the social cost of production is greater than private cost of production. The marginal social cost is greater than marginal private cost. The burden on the society is much more than that of the burden to the individual. In case of negative externality in production, the economy is producing more quantity than the social optimum. That is, more quantity is produced than the social optimum quantity. Here, the resources are overutilized or over allocated. The allocation towards production is more in case of negative externality in production. This leads to market failure, and it can be corrected through the imposition of tax or positive advertisement or government intervention, etc. Now we are going to analyze the case of negative externality in production with the help of a diagram. As in the previous case, we have x-axis and y-axis. On x-axis we have taken quantity of the commodity, and on y-axis we have represented benefit and cost of production. Here we have a demand curve. This demand curve is the marginal private benefit, which is equal to the marginal social benefit. Here we are assuming that there is no externalities in consumption. Externalities in production affects the marginal private cost and marginal social cost, not on benefit. Now, in order to identify the basic equilibrium, we need to draw the supply curve. Here supply curve is drawn. S is equal to MPC. Marginal private cost is considered. Now the equality between marginal private cost and marginal private benefit is identified at OQ1 level of output, and we have OP1 price here at point E. Point E is the point of market efficiency. At point E we are having MPB is equal to MPC. Marginal private benefit is equal to marginal private cost. Now we need to mark the negative externality to this diagram. In case of negative externality in production, we have marginal social cost which is greater than marginal private cost. Now we are going to consider the marginal social cost or external cost. We know that marginal social cost is equal to marginal private cost plus external cost. By considering the external cost, we are drawing marginal social cost curve as S is equal to MSC curve. Suppose if we are considering this social cost of production, we would have produced OQ1 quantity at OP2 price. This OP2 price is to be charged if the economy is considering social cost of production. Here the external cost is this area, external cost, which is the marginal social cost is greater than the marginal private cost. In the figure, this traded triangle is the deadweight loss or decrease in welfare due to increase in production of the commodity to Q1. Here, the socially desirable quantity or social optimum quantity can be identified at a point where marginal social cost is equal to marginal social benefit, that is at point E2, where the economy is producing OQS quantity of the commodity, OQS 0 quantity of the commodity, and selling the commodity at a price PS0. Therefore, in order to reach to the optimum quantity, the current quantity OQ1 is to be reduced to OQS 0. A reduction in output is necessary to reach to the socially optimum output. Now we are considering the methods to correct this market failure. Suppose if a government intervention through taxation or government is going to introduce a tax which will lead to the marginal private cost will be increased. If marginal private cost is increased, this MPC curve will shifted backward to the MSC position. Therefore, a tax imposition will lead to the reduction in quantity from Q1 to QS0. Therefore, social optimum can be reached through the imposition of a tax. Government also can intervene in the market through positive advertisement, direct government intervention in market through production by the government, etc. In such a case, this social cost can be reduced. If there is negative externality in production, the current output or efficient output is more than that of the social optimum output. This output level is to be reduced, and it is possible through the imposition of a tax or direct government intervention. Now we are going to conclude our analysis. Now we have completed the analysis of externalities in production and consumption, positive externalities in production and consumption, and negative externalities in production and consumption. Here we are trying to present the externality, its conditions and solution in a single table. To conclude the analysis related with the externalities in production and consumption, we have drawn a table. The first column of the table we will be having type of externality. Below, under this column we are representing different types of externalities such as negative production externality, negative consumption externality, positive consumption externality, positive production externality, etc. In the second column we are representing condition of the market. That means what is the relation between marginal social cost and marginal private cost? Is it higher or lower as compared to the marginal private cost? What is the condition of marginal social cost? In the third column we are representing what is the condition in the free market, whether quantity is lower or higher than the social optimum. That is shown in the third column. In the fourth column we are explaining the social optimum condition. What is the social optimum condition? Whether quantity is to be increased or output is to be increased or price is to be reduced, something like that. And in the last column we are identifying the solution to the market failure problem. Initially we are considering the positive externality of production. We know that marginal social cost is less than marginal private cost. That means marginal social cost is less than marginal private cost. In the case of positive consumption externality, marginal social benefit is greater than marginal private benefit. Here marginal social benefit is greater than marginal private benefit. In both the cases, quantity of the commodity produced in free market is low and price is high. Low quantity is produced with high price if the market is free or free market economy. The social optimum can be attained through an increase in production. Quantity increase is the solution to this problem. This quantity increase can be attained by giving subsidy or direct government intervention or advertisement by the government, etc. Therefore, if there is positive production or consumption externality, the problem is low quantity produced and market price is comparatively higher, but the social optimum can be reached through increase in quantity. It is possible through providing subsidy. Now we are going to consider the negative externalities. Initially we are considering negative externality in consumption. In case of negative externality in consumption, marginal social benefit is less than marginal private benefit. The social benefit is less than marginal private benefit. Similarly, in case of negative externality in production, we have marginal social cost is greater than marginal private cost. In case of negative externality, production externality, social cost is higher than private cost. In case of negative externality in consumption, marginal social benefit is lower than marginal private benefit. Here the problem with the free market is that high quantity is produced, higher level of quantity is produced at lower prices. The problem is that economy is producing higher quantity at lower prices. The solution, the social optimum can be reached by decrease in quantity. The quantity is to be decreased in order to reach to social optimum, and this is possible through imposing additional tax to the society, or we can have quantity restrictions. The government can directly involve in the market to control quantity. Tax restrictions or quantity restrictions are used to reach to social optimum if there is market imperfections related with externality, negative externality in consumption and negative externality in production. This table shows the entire picture of externalities, present condition of externality, and the solution to the problem of externality and market failure. In all these cases, if the economy reaches to social optimum condition, the welfare of the economy can be increased, or if there will be dead weight loss or reduction in welfare if there are externalities in production and consumption. Either it may be positive externality or negative externality. Let us conclude the analysis of externality in production and consumption by using the 4 diagrams that we have discussed earlier. Here in the first segment we are representing positive consumption externality. In the second segment we are showing positive production externality, and in the third segment consumption externality negative. In the fourth segment production externality negative is represented. Here we have a private benefit curve and private cost curve in all the 4 diagrams, private benefit and private cost. Now we need to know the position of social benefit or social cost curve. Here in case of consumption externality, we need to consider social benefit curve, and in case of production externality we need to consider social cost curve. Therefore, in case of consumption positive externality, consumption positive externality, we are having a socially benefit curve at the right side. In case of negative externality in consumption, we are having a social benefit curve to the back side or left side. In case of positive production externality, we are having a social cost curve to the right side, and in case of negative production externality, we are shifting the social cost curve to the left side. Once again, Here in case of consumption externality, positive consumption externality, we are having higher social benefit than private benefit, and in negative externality, lower social benefit than private benefit. And in case of positive production externality, lower social cost than private cost, and in case of negative production externality, higher social cost than private cost. In case of consumption externality, the current production is lower. That means economically efficient production is lower. Therefore, social optimum can be reached by increase in production. In the same manner, if there is negative externality in consumption, the current production is higher and we can reach to social optimum by decrease in quantity. In case of positive production externality, the current output is lower and we can reach to social optimum by increase in quantity. And in case of negative production externality, the current output is more and it is to be reduced to a lower quantity. This is all about externalities, production conditions and consumption conditions. We can solve this market failure by using proper strategies to improve or to decrease the level of output. In order to avoid other complications, we are simply neglecting the dead weight loss here. In our coming videos, we will be explaining the public good and how public good leads to market failure. Thank you.